I'm so goddamn mad.
Hey,
That was George. I'm so goddamn mad. If you watch the members only, you would know why, but I'll give you guys a little hint. I got 2 of these bad boys. 2 of them. 2 of them. How am I supposed to afford this? No, I'm just kidding. Hi, everybody. It is I again. Welcome back to Calls From Beyond. Miss Noah, unfortunately, is feeling under the weather. So she is with us in spirit and potentially the chat. But you've got the famous duo here, George and myself.
Yeah.
And hold on, don't show me it. Don't show me it. We got a surprise for you guys because I know you guys love the duo. We have a little more to the duo today. What we got? What we got for them?
Oh, shit. Should I? Da-da-da. Yeah. Make that TikTok, somebody.
Make that TikTok.
Yeah.
George is on camera today.
You know
ladies
which
and
one I'm talking. You know which TikTok I'm talking about, people? What's the name? Aha, isn't it? Take on Me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do want to shout out though. We did Katrina Leon. Thank you again for continuing your membership for another month. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate all of our members.
Yes.
You guys mean a lot to us. We got in the chat today. We got Christy. We got Lexi. We got Mari. We got Lauren. We got Shaman. We got KL. We got Yolanda. We got Crazy Cat Lady. Hey, I haven't seen that name in a while. Good to see you back. Over on the truly bizarre side, we got Roll a Mile Investigates. We got all the friends today.
Oh, the crew is the people have assembled. Austin. Yes. You love to see it.
I love to see it. I love to see it. Let's see who's here. Franny was still first. Everybody say hi to Franny. Franny has not been in the chat in like a few months. He was first.
Franny.
Shout out to Franny.
If you're not first, you're last.
If you're not first, you're last.
Hey, the only way that Franny's able to do that, people, is if you hit the notification bell.
Correct.
You get notified immediately as this live is made. You be the first one in the chat, and you could be first. That's how you do that.
Or if you want more, you can go and join the Discord, and you'll get a notification there as soon as we go live.
2 notifications.
2 notifications if you follow both my channel and the Calls From Beyond channel.
Should probably do that.
Should probably do that. Yeah, all right. So if you haven't been living under a rock, you're probably aware that there was another hearing last week about UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. We had one last year. If you were a fan of, we might need to re-upload that actually. But yeah, we covered it live the last hearing. Crazy stuff. Well, they had another one. I only got to see bits and pieces of. We're gonna go over it tonight. I also kind of want to try to see if we can do maybe themed call-in shows where, like tonight, for example, I really want to hear if you guys have any UFO stories. I think that would be really cool. Granted, I mean, I'm still all game to hear your paranormal stories, definitely. But, you know, maybe break it up just a little bit. Yeah, and we do have a live Q&A right now. And I just want to know, how did you discover the show? How did you discover Calls From Beyond? So leave it in the chat. Maurice, Noah is under the weather. She will be back with us next week. But she's feeling under the weather right now. So
yeah, send her your love, people.
Yes.
In the DMs. It goes a long way. The family, they're fighting. They're fighting the sickness. So yeah, definitely. I can't wait to see her in the chat. I'm sure she's gonna pop in. She loves you guys.
she does.
She like more than you would ever understand and know. Noah loves you. That's it. I also like how you could see the chat here in this shot, Austin.
Yeah, that's cool. Actually, I do like that.
This is good. And this is where we're going to see if people are going to answer here.
Yes.
How did you discover
So
us?
Katrina said it was through Truly Bizarre with Noah. Appreciate that. I think Christy said earlier, was it Christy or was it KL?
But yeah, that's we definitely want to know.
Yes.
So that way we can start to gauge a little bit better.
We love you too, Maurice. We appreciate you.
As to how we are bringing in more people to this amazing family.
KL, still just send me the email. I'm not gonna think you're a stalker. I told you to write me an email last week. Why would I ask you to send me an email and be like, why the fuck is this person sending me an email?
That
Oh,
would
you're
be
good.
backwards.
No, Colorful said Noah talked about Calls from Beyond, so probably from Noah's videos.
Sick.
Noah's TikTok and YouTube. Truly Bizarre with Noah. KL's an OG. Dang, Teresa said I had my whole HR department out last week. It's like 3 people.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. HR rolls deep sometimes. Depends
Or
on
they
how
have
big
quick turnover like at my last job.
Depends on how big the company is.
Yeah.
Do
you guys
that's
remember?
good.
I gotta ask because we got older crowd. Do you guys remember the chalky chewable Flintstones vitamins? We were talking about that in the members only show. I just want to see if you guys remember taking those. Not the gummies, like the chalk ones that were like candy that tasted amazing.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember those?
Oh, they were
Zolo
so
Dolo
good.
said-
Austin, I might have to find them on Amazon.
No, dude, you could buy it from right here.
Do
Shop
they still
now.
have them?
Yeah. You can buy them at Walmart.
But I want the 2002 bottle.
Oh yeah, no. I don't know if you want it from 2002.
No, vitamins stay good. Once a vitamin, always a vitamin.
Small HR 9 people. That's a big HR. Most of my HRs were like 2 people.
How many people? 9?
Graham Cracker J says, "Ew, I hate those." Lexi says, "I do." Yolanda says, "Yes." They were
Was
good.
it? Yeah,
They were good.
Okay, let's.
They were good.
The fact that I'm starting to see that some people hate them.
Mari, they taste nasty.
Oh, they weren't gross. They were very nutritious. And
KL, if you want, I think for the misses, the EDC is going to be a high point 380. If you know what that means, just because it's a bigger gun.
every time you say EDC, bro, it literally goes. I'm like, Austin, finally, Austin, EDC. Yeah.
Ooh, Christy, your son's percussion and marching band right now. What do they play? I was percussion and marching band.
Oh yeah, Austin, tell them about your musical career. Dude.
Oh, my musical. Yeah,
'Cause I feel
that
like
was my
people-
past life.
Yeah, I feel like people don't know about life.
I'm trying to see if I might have to send an email really quick to you with like photos of me from my prime.
I'll find you on your Facebook, buddy. You
No, don't
think
go to
I'm
my
that
Facebook,
good?
please.
Oh my gosh.
I'll send them.
Okay.
I'll send them. Yeah, I was a musician for a long time. Franny and I go way back. Franny and I've actually known Franny's sister, who is also my tattoo artist. I've known her since kindergarten. But I've known Franny and I really became friends in 6th grade. So he was in bands growing up. I was in bands growing up. We played together a couple of times. Fun stuff. But I was a musician. I, did some touring, recorded some music, which I don't think is my old metal band is still out there. That stuff's fun.
But yeah.
Oh, I found it. I found the photos.
Okay. You found the photos. You guys are your minds may explode here. And
Gee,
ladies,
this was me also like 100 pounds ago.
just remember, okay, Austin was young in this photo before you go saying all the inappropriate things, okay?
Thank you, Franny. Appreciate it. Franny's a really good
make
drummer.
you want to say the inappropriate things, ladies.
The inappropriate things like, Jesus, get that off my screen.
No. They're going to say, wow.
Mari. So yeah, Franny and George I've known about the same amount of time. We've been friends about the same amount of time.
Correct.
So George, we're going on, when was that? That was 2011. So we're over 10 years.
Yep.
Over 10 years as friends. Same for Franny.
10 years and counting.
Mari, don't be hyping me up like that. I sent the email.
Okay.
So you should have it. But so I was a guitar player. I played guitar for 10 years. I took private lessons. I was jazz band president in high school. I was going to go to UNLV for jazz studies. I auditioned, and they usually never tell people they get in right there and then during the audition. And they told me right there and then, they said, we're probably going to have you be on Ensemble 1, which is the top ensemble for jazz guitar. And yeah, so I played music, and I still kind of play music a little bit here and there, but I haven't played a show since 2017. Were you able to find it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Haven't played a show since 2017. But here are some photos of me. Oh, we got to adjust that. There we go. That's me.
Ayo.
That was me. Actually, I think I was a junior in high school there.
This is
That was me okay, I was like 18, 19 there.
That's what I'm saying, dude. This is just a rocker, dude.
That's a House of Blues. That was a junior year. That was cool because like I'm playing House of Blues and then I go to class the next morning. And I'm like, man, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah. What? Yeah. What? That's what were you doing there?
We weren't signed yet, and we were almost signed. We were talking to Red Bull Records. They were going to sign us. Then our drummer at the time quit, and then we lost all our momentum.
Oh,
I was so young, Christy. I'm okay to break the bell. I'm 27 now, so that was about 10. That was about 10 years ago. Yeah, those photos.
bam.
Bam. That was me.
He was underage, ladies. He was underage. He, oh my God, looked like Shark Boy. Literally.
Yeah, thanks, Mari. Like Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, you had those are the facial features, my friend, of a superstar.
Yeah, now I just Taco Bell took over.
No. It's still there. It's still there.
Where?
It's regal, bro. It's regal.
Where?
You got a regal
I look
to
totally
you.
different. Thanks, God. Well, yeah, I just gained a bunch of weight. That's what it was. And I kind of tried to grow facial hair.
Now you're going to get that full beard, and then before you know it, movies. Your face.
Your face.
If Bert Kreischer can do it, anybody can do it.
He just has a lot of money. I'm not there yet.
Well, he also lied.
He also just lied straight up.
He also just lied and
Coach,
said,
your dad said I was a stud muffin.
wow.
Thanks, Dad.
Dad in the chat. That might be the
Yo,
first
everybody
time.
shout out
What
Fernando
the
Sr.
fuck? Watches every show. Sent him the link before the show, and he was like, already watching, G.
Appreciate you, Coach. Hey. What do you guys, just go Hogs?
Go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Yeah.
You know what I tell Junior? I tell him, get fucking big. Get fucking big.
Yeah.
This is not a football podcast, but I had an ass clencher of a game on Sunday
Yeah, you
with
did.
the Chargers. Oof. We almost blew a 3-1 lead.
Pretty much. In baseball terms.
Yeah.
Yeah. A 3. Yeah.
Very true, Christy. Okay. So today's topic, aliens in the ocean. So if you've been paying attention to what we've been talking about, Shaman said, goddamn, talking about what have you done to Austin? It was that, and then COVID didn't, because I worked from home. I wasn't walking as much. I wasn't working out. Got really into shape with jiu-jitsu last year. Early, like George can attest to that one. Like I was going 3 days a week, eating better, mental clarity was there, in shape, everything. And then I come back, or not even come back. And then in July of last year, I get rear-ended and I get a spinal injury. Now it hurts to walk.
Yeah.
So that's why you hate to see it. But we got the show.
Facts.
And I'm very happy to have this.
Because we get to uncover the truth, my friend.
Yes. So I'm looking at an NPR article right now. It says experts testify before lawmakers that the U.S. is running secret UAP programs. This was last week. So it says, is intelligent alien life darting around in space and even in the skies above us here on Earth? Has the U.S. government been covering up unexplained phenomena and using secret extraterrestrial discoveries to boost its own technology? Those are among the questions member of Congress discussed Wednesday in a joint hearing by subcommittees of the House Oversight Committee. It's titled Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena Exposing the Truth. I like how they expose it. We're going to find it.
We're going to find
Also, can we talk about how the Onion bought InfoWars?
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude, that's funny as fuck. They bought InfoWars. The Onion, who makes samples, bought InfoWars.
That's
the most like high level like big dick move anybody's ever done. It's the Onion buys InfoWars.
Right, they never saw it coming.
That's like Adult Swim buying Fox News.
Yeah, or like Comedy Central trying to be taken serious in politics. It's like, cut it out,
Right.
guys. Show fucking skits.
Alexis, welcome in. You didn't miss much. We're just going over the UFO hearing we had last week. So the Pentagon issued a report in March saying that it has found no evidence of extraterrestrial spacecraft. 4 experts testified in Wednesday's public hearing, and then there's a link to watch. It said extraordinary moments unfolded in a similar hearing last year, most notably when retired Major David Grush, which we watched that one, formerly part of the Pentagon's UAP task force, alleged that the U.S. government has recovered non-human biologics from crash sites and has long operated a secret reverse engineering program to glean advances from recovered vessels. Bob Lazar talked about this. This isn't new.
Right.
This is was talking about what he did at Area 51 was he was trying to reverse engineer a craft.
Yep.
Not anything new, but it's like the thing where it's like, oh, they're finally admitting to it. So cool. Grush isn't among the witnesses for the 2024 hearing, so he wasn't there. Instead, those testifying include Tim Gallaudet, retired Rear Admiral, U.S. Navy CEO of Ocean STL Consulting, LLC. It says, confirmation that UAPs are interacting with humanity came for me in January 2015, he said in his written testimony. He describes being part of a pre-deployment naval exercise off the U.S. East Coast that culminated in the famous Go Fast video, in which a Navy FA-18 jet sensor recorded an unidentified object exhibiting flight and structural characteristics unlike anything in our arsenal. I think that's the Tic Tac video. He was among a group of commanders involved in the exercise who received an email containing the video, which was sent by the operations officer of Fleet Forces Command. The very next day, the email disappeared from my account, and those are the other recipients without explanation, he said. Sounds like a little bit of a cover-up.
Yeah.
They're like, ayo, check this out. Never mind. Gotcha. Elizondo's written testimony was brief and alleged that a sensitive or secretive arms race is playing out on the global stage. Let me be clear. UAP are real, he wrote. Advanced technologies not made by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe. Furthermore, the U.S. is in possession of UAP technologies, as are some of our adversaries. Elizondo is a former intelligence officer who later managed a highly sensitive special access program on behalf of the White House and the National Security Council. By 2012, Elizondo was the senior-ranking person of the DoD's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, a secretive Pentagon unit that studied and identified anomalous phenomena. He stated that he resigned in 2017. So Michael Gold was another person testifying. He's a former NASA Associate Administrator of Space Policy and Partnerships and a member of NASA UAP Independent Study Team. Gold's written testimony stressed the need for government agencies and academics to overcome there's some big-ass words, pernicious stigma that continues to impede scientific dialogue and open discussions. As the saying goes, the truth is out there. We just need to be bold enough and brave enough to face it. I mean, or I guess being okay with it.
Possibly. But this, we're at the point now, Austin, where there are going to be more Senate hearings about life forms, and they have reported that there were life forms. I think
non-human biologics recovered.
Correct. So I want to play that video for the people.
Definitely.
And we can get this.
Sightings included in the report, 171 remain uncharacterized, with some of these appearing to have demonstrated.
Boom. All right. Excellent. And 3, 2.
In the discussions, it's material, or is there discussion about it was previously testified that there was biologics that were collected. Are you aware of any?
Can they hear it?
I am, sir, aware of the reporting that
just went on
biologics
OBS.
have been recovered. Again, my focus was more nuts and bolts, looking at the
Very
physical
correct, Jessica.
aspects
This is
of
not
these
new
phenomenon, how they
to
interacted
us.
around military equities and nuclear equities. So I'm certainly not a medical expert. Probably provide you a whole lot of value in that simply because I don't have the expertise.
But was anything described as that we have possession of bodies?
Yes, yes,
We have is it multiple types of creatures, or?
Sir, I couldn't answer that. I can tell you anecdotally that it was discussed quite a bit when I was at the Pentagon. The problem is the supposed collection of these biological samples occurred before my time, in fact, before I was even born.
And was this part of the
word?
Lockheed Martin
Okay.
discussion?
Hey,
Mari said new alien BF, please.
you don't get that type
Oh
of
my
bald
God.
patch
Oh my
unless
God.
you're
They're talking
old.
about the guy who has the aliens image, like the aliens. I have my own version. Let me see if I can send
Oh,
it to
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
I'll send that. I think
took that
Franny, or you
photo.
took it. Yeah, George took it.
Supposed collection of these biological samples occurred before my time, in fact, before I was even born.
And was this part of the Lockheed Martin discussion, or was this the biologics is a completely separate?
Separate yet related.
Okay. Has anyone made contact?
Sir, I'm sorry, could you specify?
Has there been any, to your knowledge, any communication with a non-human life form?
So the term communication is a bit of a trick word because there's verbal communication like we're having now. The problem is you also have nonverbal communication. And so I would say definitively yes, but from a nonverbal meaning, when a Russian reconnaissance aircraft comes into U.S. airspace, we scramble 2 F-22s, and we are certainly communicating intent and capability. I think the same goes
communicating
with
and we will
this.
shoot you
have
out of
these
the
things
fucking
that are being
sky.
observed over controlled U.S. airspace. And they're not really doing a good job hiding themselves. They're making it pretty obvious they have the ability to even interfere with our nuclear equities and our nuclear readiness.
Okay.
A lot to unpack there. And I can't find the photo.
I guess counter argument to all this is military. Like, is this military technology that other countries have that we don't know about?
I think at one point they said yes, but I don't think anything. Here's the thing: nobody spends as much on their military as we do.
Correct.
I saw a video earlier today of China showing like a swarm of drones that they're going to use for warfare. And then the U.S. just says, yeah, we've already had technology that can take out drones.
Or is this the Cold War type? I got the defense to anything you got.
Yes.
Promise.
Yes, but also we can just do surveillance and see and be like, oh, all right.
Right. And this is our surveillance. And we're literally sitting here going like, we have no clue what this is.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't think they want to admit that. I don't think they're ready to go, oh, okay, yeah.
Do you think, well, it's an interesting thing. Rogan asked Trump about it and said,
that's not somebody I would want to ask. Trump, what do you think about it? Of course we have aliens. Of course, huge. Vote me in, please.
Well, he was.
I'll tell you about it.
He's definitely said on that podcast that they were going to release.
He said that the last presidency too, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I know it's just, if there's anybody that has a remote chance of doing something like that, it's probably the president.
He might be able to in the first 2 years when he has a majority in the House and Senate.
And this is where these hearings are taking place. So
instead, he just goes, "Do aliens have boobies?"
Oh
and that's what he spends his fucking power on, is trying to figure that out. Doesn't actually release anything or
Oh my gosh, it's really bad with humanity. But like, what we would do to aliens if we?
Oh no!
Yeah,
if you left an alien on Boulder Highway, be done for. Be wrapped.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Damn, Mari said if aliens are real, Trump's going to deport them too.
Are aliens AI?
Well, okay, but so this hearing, though, what I was getting to is this hearing was saying that they're finding them in the ocean. And like the TikTok video, the famous video that's all over the news, it's been all over everything. Mm-hmm. You see it go into the water, like at a high speed.
Right. I'll find that video. This is the one that is on the Reddit thread that has like 1.4K upvotes, and that TikTok video that has 1,000,003 likes. So I think, and it's aliens are from our oceans.
Yeah.
Let me run this.
Okay.
Here we go.
Colorful, aren't aliens already here? Technically, yes. Depends on who you ask, but they won't admit to it. They're like loosely admitting to it is what they're kind of doing.
Actually happened. Oh my God. Aliens are from our oceans, confirmed today in the Oversight Committee hearing, a live stream that was broadcasted all over the world. The 4 witnesses, which included a retired Navy commander, a rear admiral, confirmed to the Oversight Committee of Congress, hey, they are real. We have UAP materials and bioorganic materials, not just us. Every other country behind closed doors is doing a secret advanced arms race trying to reverse engineer all the technology that they found. They said they're from our oceans. We have 4K video evidence of them appearing from the ocean out of Kuwait, out of Africa, the East Coast, the West Coast, Mexico, every continent on this planet has UAP video evidence all leaving our oceans. They say it's not human, it is an intelligent, artificial, or bioorganic, but it's some type of intelligence that is eons ahead of us humans, and they've been here longer than us. What the hell is going on?
Yeah. So the arms race behind closed doors.
Potentially, yeah.
Quinceañera catches her boyfriend.
Ay, por
with her
Dios.
mother.
Franny put in the chat too, because not the quince drama guy.
How does that have 1.3 million? There was nothing special. In that.
So if you've been following Truly Bizarre Junkies, you know the famous thing that I'm going to quote right now, and that is, no alien life form has ever or will ever reach Earth now unless they possess faster than light travel, which that logic assumes that they're only based on our physics, or not based on our physics because physics is proven throughout the universe, but based on our understanding of science and our comprehension when these things could be millions of years ahead of us in intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, arguably, I think it's ignorant to say that there's not aliens out there or there's not intelligent life out there. I would say it's ignorant until we can disprove that.
Correct.
But I would say that probably more so than not they're here because there's a lot of things that are unexplained. Tammy Harper said Flintstones vitamin. Yes.
Very true.
There's a lot of things that aren't explained and that people are having a lot of the same witnesses. Now, granted, of course, it's just like Bigfoot. Once somebody sees something, they're all going to say they saw the same thing. But there's, cave writings and hieroglyphics and stuff of showing aliens. There's things that have happened to people that don't have a basis in reality. But
so this is a tweet that I wanted to pull up here. Let me pop this on the screen.
Oh, E on TikTok says apparently the Trinity Oracles touch on this on their Patreon. I'll have to talk to him. It says they said supposedly it's colonies in the ocean. Well, I mean, there's like sea spirits, there's water spirits. But I also do think that potentially aliens could be interdimensional.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one has been disproved, I think.
This one right here?
Yeah, I think that's been shown to be fake.
Said we have full motion video. This LEO satellite video is real.
What's the date from that?
This is from November 13th.
Yeah, I feel like that one's been disproved.
4 days?
Yeah, because I remember seeing that one from a while ago, and I remember people were like, yeah, that's... I think if you scroll down and look at the replies, people might say that.
To the skeptics, I get it's a lot to take in.
You've been lied to. You've been lied to, brother.
All right, yeah, this is this dude replying back to his own shit.
And then like the 800 girls buy my OnlyFans.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess that one is invalid. But anyways,
Mari, I feel like it's hard to do that. I feel like it's hard to be here and not be noticed for so long.
yeah. And that's why I think it's making its presence known in different ways. Ease of life, the expedited production of the human existence since really, the 1700s.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking, we were on a fast track to a life that...
There are people that have recently passed away that saw, within the last like 20 years, that saw the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Those people are really old, but then saw 2 World War Saws drop the power of the sun on a country twice. And then all of a sudden now you can poke people on Facebook.
Yep.
I always thought that was funny. Like when you go to Disney and you just see like an old person and they're just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on right now? And they're just staring at like a Mickey costume being like, I don't know what's real anymore.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Did you see that at all on our trip? You didn't see. I always look for the old people because they're just sitting there like, what? What's going on?
There's so many kids here. There's so many babies. What? Yeah, bro, this is...
Kale, that's totally
So
fine.
weird.
Kale, you might be surprised.
Okay.
I might know a lot of that and already be deep in the rabbit holes.
UFO video. As of recent. Yeah, I feel like you got a lot of these when we were doing the reaction video stuff where, it's... What is the next step, Austin, for all this information that we're finding out about UFOs? Like what would
I think we can.
What's gonna happen?
I think what I think's gonna happen is just a lot of the same. Just gonna be meetings and this is what's happening. I think if you want to make any change, you have to actually show proof now.
and proof would be this
Video
is
evidence.
the biological life form.
Or this is a image of a craft we recovered. And then if the government's going, okay. But always, you have to always take into consideration, they could just be saying it.
Right.
But
Okay.
I think that's the only step you can take now is you now have to start showing things. You can't just talk about it anymore. I know the reason why we haven't is because a lot of these people, KL, I can tell you why we have not explored the ocean. So this is going to be very dumbed down. I've talked about this before on the show. Very dumbed down. When you go to space, you're building a ship that is made to withstand the pressure values of 0 and 1. 1 being Earth, the atmosphere, and 0 being space. Why do you think the Titan submersible crashed and imploded? Because the pressure is so immense at the bottom of the ocean that you have to build something that can withstand it, and we may not be able to do that quite yet. So it's much harder to explore the ocean than it is to explore space.
Yep.
In terms of capabilities. Cost, it might not be that bad.
So I remember us talking about this briefly, but Mexico.
This was definitely fake. That guy is like a known like hoaxer, and he's like fake things before. Yeah, he brings out these bodies, the paper mache.
Estos seres tienen
I made that in art class.
alrededor de 1000 años de antigüedad.
Yeah, he came out and was like, yeah, those were fake. He was trying to get his 15 seconds of fame because this was right after the last UAP hearing.
Right. So, okay, like now I'll ask you the question, has it been played and blown out of proportion so much that when they do come out with it, nobody will care?
It's already like that.
Right.
That's the thing is like we just have so much garbage going on in the world already. People don't care. Like they did this right after the election. Nobody gives a fuck about aliens right now. Everybody gives a fuck about my team won or my team lost. They don't care about if aliens are real. And that's going to be why they're releasing it now is because they know we don't care anymore. If they released this 15 years ago, it would have been huge. It would have been all over the news, like prime time. They might mention it now on like the 8 o'clock news and be like, oh, UAP hearing, aliens in the ocean. 15 people gunned down in the hallways today. Like they're going to move on from it. Like they just don't care anymore.
Do you think,
which is unfortunate, but I get it.
Do you think they'll ever like mold themselves back into our society and like
Amy, what's up?
We will be one with aliens. We'll have alien friends. Like they're just another species added to Earth.
Maybe not in our lifetime though. I think that's too sudden and abrupt of a holy shit what just happened to go instantly into here we are.
Well, think about French bulldogs. You didn't see French bulldogs in 2005, and now every other dog is a French bulldog.
But it's a dog. Okay, it's easier to grasp. This is a whole intelligent being.
Okay, but Austin, make up your mind now. Is it easy to grasp and they're gonna fit in, or is nobody gonna care and they're gonna fit in?
I think nobody's gonna care on the surface level. If they come out and go, I think the way you make a difference is they have a UAP hearing and it's just a fucking alien sitting there.
Yeah.
No. And they're like, what the?
He said thank you.
Yeah.
That's what they would tell us because they had already figured out the communications. Oh, they discovered aliens like Columbus discovered America.
Even though he didn't.
Yeah, Columbus is such a liar, bro. By the way,
Amerigo Vespucci
can't have a day off to vote, but Christopher Columbus, day off.
Well, you and I don't get days off anymore either.
True.
We work for ourselves, so.
Yeah, dude. I feel, and I don't think we mentioned this, Austin. The call line is open.
Call line is open. I want to hear your alien story. You guys have any UFO? We did get one where somebody was abducted, and that was a crazy story.
That was wild.
I want to hear if you guys got any stories like that. I definitely want to hear them tonight. Here's the thing. Don't think you can't just normally call in and say that. You got a Bigfoot sighting? Call in and tell us.
Yeah, we're all about it. We're all about these forward-thinking conversations. How are we going to adapt to this species being on Earth at some point in time? We all feel maybe is it time for the poll question? Maybe we are in a chat filled with skeptics.
Should I ask?
Are people believers?
Shaman just said, imagine Noah teaching an alien how to twerk for the 9/9s in the 2000s.
Yes, this is
That's the conversation.
That's what that's where I want to take this conversation. Truly. Like, what can an alien teach us?
Just put up a poll. Go ahead and answer it.
Bro, like we make an alien movie.
Well, have you seen the memes on TikTok? And they're like, me and my new alien buddy after I taught him about Zins.
Just put a little upper decker in.
KL, that's still cool though.
Yeah.
So Jules, you say they hope they deactivate nuclear weapons of the world. So we're too far past that now.
That's
because you always have to assume your enemy has it, especially because people are just never going to get along. That's the unfortunate part. They're never going to get along. Sucks. I wish they could, but they won't. So if you get rid of our nuclear program, I get it. We don't want to go after other countries, but also we have legitimate like treaties with other countries to like police and be there. And also it kind of helps us if we look like the bigger superpower. That's why nobody's invaded us. Also, it's kind of impossible to invade us. But if you get rid of them, somebody else might have them, and now you're at a disadvantage. Totally agree with the sentiment, though. Like, war in the Middle East.
Yeah.
What did it get us?
Absolutely.
Mari, what if the aliens are thicker than us? I agree.
That's a real okay.
That's a question. That's a donker right there.
People didn't think they can be. Well, I brought up French bulldogs.
Thicker how? Thicker? What do you mean thicker how?
Oh, we know how thick.
We know.
If a alien comes down and they're thicker than a Snicker, and the white girls are not getting
the love
anymore, the bigger white girls, it could be a real issue, bro. If aliens come
we just
down,
have like a epidemic of just no love. Because the aliens are the thick girls now.
Yeah, like all the music videos now, just aliens.
Rick Ross just has like a bunch of them.
Oh, aliens shaking that shit. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Rick Ross.
All right, so I started up the poll. I said, are aliens real? With 21 votes, 100% yes.
Okay.
All right.
So now we can have this forward-thinking conversation. We're done.
Yeah, we're not trying to prove to anybody.
What is going to happen when these aliens pop up?
What do you guys think happens when the aliens pop up? Legitimately.
It's
Shaman, it's okay. There's no shaming here. New alien supremacy agenda. Alien fans.
Yeah.
For 47 star credits, I'll show you my chocolate moonfish.
Oh my God. It took me a second. I was like, what? Alien fans? Now I get it. Yeah, they take all the profits. What if they started taking, obviously taking our jobs?
That's the South Park episode. Chicken sandwich. They come in and they're taking our jobs.
Oh,
Back to the pile.
That is so true. South Park did do that. So
Yeah.
they're starting to forward think for taking our jobs. Sports. Are sports going to be ruined? Do they have their own? This is spicy. Do they have their own league?
Does Tyreek Hill still be the fastest man and still be the fastest athlete in the NFL?
Yeah. No, he would not be faster than an alien.
Oh, Kale, that's one. He says they say we keep thinking of aliens as big. What if they're small like viruses or are actually viruses?
I like that. Because
Keisha, you are 100% correct. Everyone will say, bro, I knew it once the aliens are proven to be real. Bro, I told you.
I've been on this.
Dude, you took a mushroom once and thought you were Joe Rogan.
I think everybody born past like 2000.
I would say, because we're open to it, I would say like 90s babies and beyond will get it.
Yeah. Yeah. We're fully understanding that they're
My
they
kids'
exist.
generation, though, they're gonna turn those aliens into iPad kids.
Yep. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. I don't want to get away from the virus. I really like that because how they definitely
I'm gonna ask
disintegrate.
ChatGPT. Let's see what ChatGPT says to that.
When you see that UFO go crashing into the ocean at 500 miles an hour, there's no way, based on our logic, that it can remain intact. Like that thing would explode on impact going that fast. So if it explodes on impact, it goes into our water, and then before you know it, the little virus is, done what it needs to do.
I'm asking ChatGPT now. You have to give it a pre-prompt. So I said, act as an expert on extraterrestrials and UAPs. It says, yes, absolutely. I said, what credibility is there that aliens are actually viruses or the size of viruses? Let's see what it says. The idea that extraterrestrial life could exist as viruses or entities the size of viruses is speculative, but grounded in some scientific reasoning. Here's an exploration of its credibility. 1. Microbial life as the foundation of life. Earth's precedent. On Earth, microbial life, including viruses, dominates the biosphere. Microbes were the first life forms to evolve, and they're incredibly adaptable to extreme conditions. Astrobiological implications. If life still exists elsewhere, it might follow a similar trajectory. Starting with simple, small entities, viruses being highly efficient and minimalistic could represent a form of life that evolves in extraterrestrial environments. So, okay, I guess there is some truth to that because we all started out as microbial, unless you're religious, then we didn't. But we started off as microbial, like tadpoles, viruses, bacteria, and over millions of years evolved. So there's a conclusion. It kind of wraps up. The idea of aliens as viruses or virus-sized entities holds credibility in astrobiology as a speculative hypothesis. While it aligns with our understanding of life's resilience and adaptability, it also hinges on the discovery of environments where such entities could thrive. Future missions focusing on detecting microbial or nanoscale life in places like Mars, Europa, or Enceladus could provide concrete evidence supporting this theory. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I like that thought process. And then I saw this, and then I was like, I need to know what the people think. How do xenomorphs wear hats? A, B, C, D, or E? I have to tinkle, so I'll be right back.
Oh
but
my God.
that's the question that we need answered, people.
I think it would be either like B or D. D, yeah. KL, yeah, it would be easier for a virus to survive entry through Earth's atmosphere, potentially, yes. What is that thing? Oh, hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. The comment, and you can see it. B. People are saying B. Michael Jackson voice is what Kayla said. Red Bull, please sponsor us. B. E. Lexi, I like the way you think. Lexi. Yeah, so I don't think it's a conversation of if aliens are here. I think it's where and to what extent. Because there's too many things pointing to them actually being here. Too many things. So, George, we have a couple B's. We have one E.
Okay.
Also, if you look at in between you and I on OBS, you can see the dancing comment.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
Mikhail, that's what I'm saying.
so
We should be
funny.
sponsored by Red Bull at this point. I agree.
It would really help us fly.
Tiffany said C due to the hook head.
I mean, it's valid. I mean, these are the questions because, all right, hey, aliens may know a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Do they know capitalism? Not better than Americans.
Do they know how to fucking slam shift gears.
Will we be able to deck out an alien in some serious Nike swag and get them accustomed to checks over stripes?
Have you seen the TikToks, and it's like the sounds like and there was somebody like flying a UFO, and it was like me after I get a hold of one.
Yeah.
And they put like rims on it even though it flies.
Oh my gosh.
Think about it. Think about how bad we would be for an extraterrestrial life form. If they hung like drop them off in like LA.
Oh. They wouldn't. Well, let's all right, so let's build our perfect alien now. Like if we're going to say this species is
Perfect alien. We got another B, 2 E's. Oh, somebody else said E. Oh, Keisha said definitely E, saying what's up. And then Michaela said B.
How do we know what swag they're going to like?
I think he has to have the Adidas tracksuit.
Brother.
Or like Korn, the band.
Mari
wants to know, do they know how to cuddle because she's lonely?
See, now that's what I'm talking about, Mari.
Lexi said, "Pimp My UFO," hosted by Exhibit. Dog, we put a nanometer inside your nanometer.
I put a PSP inside your hand, dog.
Imagine though he's still putting in like PS2s and shit, even though it's like it's 2025, and he's like, we put a PS1 in there, dog, and they're like, thank you, sir.
This is so sick. How would an alien sound? What type of noise do they make?
I don't know.
I think it would be pleasant if they can make any sort of like they were just like an impressionist.
I feel like if you're at that level of like intelligence, you probably don't even speak. You probably possess some form of like
telepathy.
Yeah, just being like, and you're like, yeah, I could go for some Denny's.
So maybe, okay, then that leads me into the spiritual community.
LEDs, the LEDs under the bottom.
The spiritual community should do really well with the aliens then, if telepathy is the
ideally, yeah,
mode of communication. Because if you have the gift of sight, or if you are really connected in that space, the veil between you and aliens is lowered. You will probably be the aliens' best friends. This is what Congress has been getting wrong the whole time. Why is Congress talking to an alien? Those people.
Why isn't? Oh yeah, why are they? No, yeah.
Those people don't believe in anything spiritual.
I think who you put up there. Okay, let's build our panel. We're gonna make contact.
Yes,
Joe Rogan, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil is an interesting one, but all right, continue.
Because he can, if they talk science, he can keep up. If they talk psychedelics, Joe's our guy.
But here's the thing: Neil will try to make the moment too much about him.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I'm okay with it. And then we get like, I think we get like the Wiggles. We need some form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Entertainment. We get the Wiggles in there. And then we get like, I don't know, like Blueface.
So
just to show them like we got an edge to us.
Okay. So like Alien World Tour, right? Because we just got to say this.
Where are we sending them? First place is the Wash by my house.
Okay.
And let them go into the IT tunnels.
But when I say world tour, they come to America. This is so
we show them our best.
It's a family of aliens. You got a mom alien, dad alien.
They go to Texas Roadhouse for sure.
2 kid aliens.
Texas Roadhouse. You got to show them the roles.
Maybe an intersex. I don't know. Shouldn't have gendered them. They are whatever they are. There's 4 of them.
Franny said get loath in there on the just make them feel depressed.
Joe Rogan takes them around.
Joe Rogan shows them, like he takes them to a UFC fight.
Yes. 100% aliens need to see UFC. Aliens need to see UFC. Aliens need to see Tom Cruise do one of his own stunts.
So a filming of like Mission Impossible 47.
Yeah, show them Hollywood. Show them, hey, this is where we faked going to the moon.
To the moon. And they're like, wait, you didn't actually go yet?
And we're like, you didn't know that? That's crazy. You stupid
Keisha
alien.
said Neil would spend the most time making the aliens prove him wrong. How do we know you're actually from here? If you look at this satellite right here, traveling at 37 nanometers a second, which is the clip of him. Like the Conehead movie. I haven't seen that in forever, Mimi.
That's funny.
Conehead movie. That one was funny. Yeah, they like what? Oh, they liked eating condoms as gum in the Coneheads movie.
That's hilarious.
That's 80s humor for you. You guys think the 80s was better? That's the shit y'all were coming up with. We have stuff like super bad.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So
Mari said convos like these is why they won't show themselves. Do we take him to the Erotic Heritage
damn,
Museum?
that's so accurate, Mari. You made me just want to shut the stream down. We're past the point of no return.
We're past it.
I said that the aliens are going to be stealing all the guys.
What did you say?
The thick aliens are going to be stealing all the guys
Oh yeah.
from the big white women. Yeah.
This has devolved so fast. But
Okay.
Porky's
Maybe
best
I'll
movie.
stop
I haven't seen that one. So Shaman says, what if aliens have evolved past the physical form, being energy, making some of our ghost sightings them trying to emulate us, but they have a different... I do think there is some credibility to that because they could be interdimensional. Mm-hmm. And the veil is what's separating the dimensions.
I wish I can click on those comments and pull them.
40 votes now on the poll. Still 100% yes, aliens are real.
I love hearing that. But I really do think that the ghost sightings, them trying to emulate us.
I would say yes, but like, for example, the Pioneer, we're getting things that like humans would know.
Right.
No, I'm not saying that could be it for all of them, but
Yeah. Especially in the oceans, like that's, I guess, to kind
Yeah.
of like wrap it full circle, right? Like is that where they've been this whole time, sending energy?
I think so because they know that we can't get down there.
But we know is that, now that's terrifying.
Because there have been subs that have reported like stuff lower than them that are moving at speeds that like they can't match.
And that's scary as hell. So what if that's the report though? Like what they are hiding from us is that the aliens have been here since the dawn of man, since the planet was created,
Oh, you know what I saw?
and they've always just lived in the oceans.
You know what I just saw earlier was, because if you think about it, with how time dilation works in space, sorry, broke up my thought. I'm trying to remember how Neil explained it, but like basically, what's going on in the world has an energy that is projected out into the universe.
Okay.
Aliens right now are probably seeing World War II.
Interesting.
So what I saw, it was like I think a TikTok, and they were saying aliens are in the ocean because they're trying to make contact with a civilization that's not around anymore.
Wow.
So they don't even know about us because of how time dilation works in space and how light travels. They're seeing stuff that is from years ago,
Yeah.
if not hundreds of years ago. So that's why they could be in the ocean, is maybe maybe they did have coordinates for us in like Atlantis or something, and now it's underwater, and they're like, oh, these people live underwater.
Interesting. I was also thinking, oh my gosh, they're gonna come back. The pyramids, that it kind of leads back to like,
Yeah.
there's certain things on Earth that are perfectly, like, I almost feel like it's a stopwatch for them.
What do you mean?
So if they're on if they have an understanding of time dilation in space, and the pyramids are just kind of a gauge, because they're like, we're going to build something that's going to blow everybody's minds. We know their intellect will not be able to figure this out. They're going to think it's us the whole time, or they're going to think it's a god. But every time that we visit back, because remember, they say that the pyramids reverberate or have rooms that have vibrations and frequencies that, to be honest, that's really easy for aliens to pick up and just know.
Well, yeah, if you think
this
about
is
it,
still here, and the frequency is really telling it this is
Because if you think about it, we're only using like 10 or 15% of our brain. If we're able to use all of it, maybe we are able to easily and readily pick up on frequencies, and maybe because we don't understand the power of frequencies, we understand it with music and radio and stuff like that. But like energy wise, like maybe that's what we're putting out, and they're seeing that, and they're coming here and they're like, these apes have nukes.
this wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah,
They're
like,
using.
They're like calling their supervisor. What do we do if they develop nukes? And they go, they developed what?
Well, what is the frequency of our phones? I wonder if that.
Like what frequency does it give off?
Yeah. What frequency does an iPhone emit?
Let's see.
Because it definitely has a frequency.
Yeah, I pick it up on the EMF all the time. Between 20 kilohertz and 300 gigahertz. Just, that's a massive range.
Right.
That's kind of scary. That's like cancer levels. Oh.
So that's definitely a part of, I think, the way aliens are able to understand where humans are. It's in structures like the pyramids.
Yeah, I mean, KL just said there's a book on the mathematic perfection of the pyramids.
Correct. Yeah, the pyramids are, I mean,
let's see. I mean, apparently people don't trust Google, but how long did it take to build the pyramids? 20 years? That's it? I feel like that's probably like 100-year ordeal.
all right. I mean, this is a whole rabbit hole. Do you think aliens are the ones that built the pyramids? Because there's
I don't
saying
think so.
that it was slaves, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was definitely slave labor. That's why I'm saying like 20 years. All right. Because I mean, if you make people do stuff against their will, you could probably do anything.
I just don't think.
Tiffany said, I think that we humans are the aliens case studies. No, we're definitely sitting on a shelf in an alien's like room, and we're a D project.
They're fighting over this thing called Twitter. And
Your humans created media that is social?
what?
Yeah, the assignment was just to get a life form present.
You did the most.
You inserted what they call energy drinks, but that's really poison
Yeah.
into their system. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. I'm going to have to give you a D. Like, technically you did it, but you did it wrong.
Yeah, the people are going to eventually die. These things called Red Bulls. And then at certain places, they're called Red Bulls. You didn't even get creative with that. Come on now. Be better. What would aliens think?
KO, we're talking about the Egyptian pyramids.
Should we have, upkept the pyramids?
I mean, but like there's a lot to upkeep.
I know. You know what would be really interesting?
What if we just do the landlord special on it?
We have
Spray paint, white paint, just over everything.
We have to rebuild the pyramids.
Well, Mari said that somebody tried to remake the pyramids and they gave up because they estimated it to take 225 years. Which is why I'm saying 20 years doesn't sound right. Like, I thought it was over a couple hundred years.
We need to do this as a species, though. I mean, or at least
Back to
our
the pile.
generation. Our generation has to be known for something greater than just the hot pocket.
Shaman said something that I think is really important. Shaman said, what if they're there waiting for us to reach a certain level of technology before contact? I think they're waiting for us to reach a certain level of like peace and prosperity. Because like if we can't even agree with ourselves, how are we going to agree in like a space council?
Yeah. And
Gypsy Goddess says, I watched a video the other day about giants being responsible for pyramids and other giant structures. At this point, I can't rule anything out.
I think
this
we got to
point.
rebuild it. Like, that's just, I know it said it would take 225 years. The Great Wall of China.
Let's get it rolling.
I mean, shit, Rome wasn't built in a day.
No. Get the Temu people to do it. They'll probably have it done in a week.
And by the way, it would not take 220. I just find that so hard to believe.
No, I think so. Do you know how massive those stones are?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now I don't think so because we have the technology to haul that shit. Back then, though?
I think it would take 225 years done
How they did it.
economically savvy.
You're waiting for Black Friday sales to buy your
Yeah.
fucking your supplies.
We have to wait next year for concrete. You know,
You have a union fucking your mom's issue come up. Oh, they want to unionize. We're gonna handle that first.
I said concrete. Yeah, no, to chisel the stone.
DJ
Come
says,
on,
I believe
bro.
giants built the pyramids. See, that's like a common theory I keep seeing. Giants.
See, a giant.
Yes, KL. When I asked that, it did say the Egyptian pyramids. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Oh, it said the Great Pyramid of Giza took 20 years to build by itself.
Wow.
Okay. Laborers. So Herodotus reported 100,000 men working in 3 month stints per year. However, modern estimates are much lower with some. I guess if you have 100,000 people, all they do is just focus on the pyramids, maybe 20 years.
I think it's worth it.
To get scammed. Have you seen those videos? The dudes who scam you by the pyramids.
Oh my god.
And then there's a guy on TikTok.
Camel rides or whatever.
No, they're like, brother, I take you to a good spot. And then you get there and then they like strong arm you for money. There's a guy though on TikTok who tries to, he's like, I'm handing out fades. And then he flew all the way to Egypt. He's like, I'm handing out a fade to the first dude who tried to scam me. And then the video cuts off, like him walking up to a guy. He's walking and the guy's like, brother, he's like, oh, you trying to sell me something? And then the video cuts.
Oh my god.
But everybody said, bro, he went international.
Boom. Yeah, no, we don't want, we got to keep out the scammers. See, Egypt.
Shaman said, pretty sure that personal sub was built by Temu. No, if Temu built it, it would be up to some sort of code. Maybe not a good code, but it would be up to a code. That wasn't up to anything. They just had a Logitech. They didn't even have a Microsoft controller. They had a Logitech controller.
And they weren't even going anywhere near where these aliens are living.
No, they.
See, that's just another thing. There are certain things that are just like, they're obvious. But like, I don't know, like have our smartest people on Earth just given up? Like, can we go to the center of the Earth?
It's you have heat now. It gets exponentially hotter the deeper down you go.
I know, but
the technology just isn't there yet.
I know. This is what the aliens will be able to figure out for us. Hey, dude, earthquakes suck. California's going to somehow end up underwater. Can we prop it up a little bit? And the aliens are like, no, dude, we've been trying to get California forever.
We want Disneyland.
The aliens are just underneath the
just
Earth's
poking
crust, just like,
poking
God damn it, man. This won't. It's some like 8-year-old's like pinata.
And then occasionally like a 7-Eleven falls down.
Oh no, it's terrible. A landslide with one of these billion-dollar homes that just goes crashing.
Hey, look, I got the creator of Zoom. Oh man,
UFOs. I could talk about UFOs forever. Literally forever.
49 votes, still 100% yes for aliens being real. TV went out. Okay, I have another question for you guys. So, if you've been following Calls from Beyond, you would know that we have been kind of hinting that we want to do this live. Now you're going, Austin, what do you mean? This is live right now. Yes. But I mean live in person. Okay? Live in person. Big time show. So, I'm asking you guys now, with nothing set in stone, nothing's really even been fully fleshed out, but we want to kind of gauge. Mari sent 2 videos on Discord about the pyramids. We can watch those here in a bit. I want to know, and I'm going to start another poll. And I want to gauge your guys' response on. Thank you to my our lovely assistant for giving me Reese's, even though we saw pictures of me skinny.
Reese's cool.
So the poll that I'm going to ask is, would you want to come to Vegas and see a live in-person version of Calls from Beyond I can't spell. Next year. So I'm thinking at the earliest, like March of next year.
Yep.
Already one vote, 100% yes. So this would be, and this is to give you guys enough time to plan it, to fly out, to get a hotel, get a babysitter, get a date maybe. Only if I play guitar. I mean, sure, I can play a bunch of covers.
That's awesome.
I can play like Bring Me the Horizon or whatever. Or Sicko Mode. Yeah, just fiend. But yeah, so we want to do this. This is something we legitimately want to do. If you are following Noah's channel, you would saw she did a live event over the weekend. If you're not already a member on the Black Cauldron, become a member because she has a very specific video that I helped her do showing the live show that she did with Kaya. KL, ideally, yes. Ideally, it would be the same format, but people in the audience could come up to the microphone and ask question or tell us their story live in person. But we're trying to see if it's feasible at this point, seeing if enough of you are interested to come to Vegas and see a show. Ideally, in a perfect world, we would take this on the road. That costs a lot of money. We also need to make sure we have the fans in each city to kind of fill it out. But so at least here in Vegas, we can kind of make it happen without too much risk involved. But yeah, that's something we're looking forward to doing. We're also looking forward or planning on making a newsletter, a weekly newsletter for Calls from Beyond, Black Cauldron, and Truly Bizarre. Talk about stuff like this. We'll make a little article about this, make a little article about that. It'll also kind of promote future events, future shows, all that kind of stuff. So would you be interested in that as well? Because ideally, that's kind of what this is turning into, is like we want this to be a community where you get all your information.
Yeah.
We even tell you who to vote for. No, I'm just kidding. We don't want
Jesus
vote
Christ.
for who you want. We influence elections.
That's
You know what George told me? George told me when I hit 100,000 followers on Facebook, he's like, Austin, you can influence local elections now.
It's the truth. Bro, they're going to hit him up. They're going to be... I said... I literally told Austin, I'm like, what are you doing when the Democratic Party comes... Mr. Alvarez.
I'm going to need at least 18 million for the consultation fee.
I'm going to need you to run this commercial.
Oh, if it's a commercial, they just need production. All right, yeah, 10 mil.
He's a bad man. Something like that.
8 million just to hire Danny DeVito.
Sucks. Yeah.
Here at Jimmy John's, I mean, the
Jersey
Republican Party.
Mike's. Jersey Mike's.
Tomato tomorrow.
Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
Matthew, happy anniversary to you guys.
Yeah.
Happy 2 years.
Happy anniversary.
Keisha says George has to wear a wife beater to the live. You know what? If enough of you book, George won't wear a shirt at all.
Facts. If I wore a wife beater, I'd look like Vin Diesel a little bit. Familia.
From the pacifier.
Yeah. By the way, Vin Diesel's best role.
That was a good movie. Chicken Wing.
Chicken. Put him in the chicken wing. Brad Garrett in the
Oh,
singlet.
yeah. Oh, I forgot.
Brad Garrett.
Oh, my
in that
God,
movie,
you guys.
bro.
Brad Garrett roasted the fuck out of George and I at our old studio. Unprovoked. He was on this guy named Matt Kelly, rest in peace. He just recently passed away, but he had him on his show. And I walk in there to film behind the scenes content. And I go in and he goes, is this Marvin's stunt double? Marvin's like an 80-year-old dude. Like, what the fuck? And then he keeps saying stuff and I'm looking at the camera and then I realize, oh no, he's fucking roasting me. And I look and I'm like, granted, he was also super nice, but then he was like, Austin, are we gonna have our beard connect at all? Is that gonna be a thing? Then he was nice to me. He asked me how I was doing. Then I left. I left the studio room and I sent George in there. And I didn't really tell him what was gonna happen.
You kind of like prefaced it. You're like, whenever somebody follows you into a room filming you, like they know some shit's about to happen. You know? So yeah, go in there and then he freaking roasts the shit out of me. He said, and what's your name, Rabbi? Literally as soon as I opened the door. Didn't have any time to like prepare myself.
You've seen Ratatouille, right?
You
know the chef, Gusteau? That was that guy.
Yeah.
He's also the pufferfish in Finding Nemo. In my head, I'm like, why is the pufferfish from Finding Nemo roasting my ass right now?
Puff it up, or whatever the hell his line is.
Yeah, but yeah, and then he goes, "What is the thing here? Douchey beards."
And then yeah.
And then George
hooked us.
George was taking a video next to like a Tom Brady
Little
Funko
toy.
Pop,
Yeah.
and he goes, "George, are we gonna let go of the dolls?"
We're gonna stop playing with dolls, George. Eventually, we're gonna stop playing with dolls.
And then he goes, "What is that?" And he goes, "Oh, I think it's Tom Brady." He goes, "When are we gonna let that go? It's over."
It's George. We gotta stop playing with dolls. That's literally how I said it. And then I walked out of the room and cried.
But I sent him in there. I just sent him in there to get his shit blasted. It was funny as fuck. But it caught me off guard because I'm sitting there filming, and then all of a sudden, I look at my camera, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, "Oh, me."
That was That's not.
There were some. Mari loves Danette's small laughs off to the side. There was some fun times at the old studio. I mean, a lot of it was like the ghost hunts. Those were a ton of fun. Paranormal investigation, which we still do. Which, by the way, if you're just now catching us on Truly Bizarre right now, I have a 5-part series currently coming out each week called Tales from the Pioneer. I hosted ghost tours all last month, and I filmed each and every night that we did it. And I've been releasing each episode. We're releasing episode 4 this week, and this is the one with Noah. You got to see it. It's a good one. It comes out on Friday. But there's 3 episodes right now you can go watch. George really likes them. They're more laid back. They're a little more of an easier, digestible watch. They're not so much ghost adventure-y. They're more so I wouldn't say calmer, but they're more drawn out. Less blah, 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 blah.
It's definitely something you guys can have on in like the
put it on while you're working.
Yes, 100%. That's what I was about to say. Like you could put it on while you're working, and then it's like the perfect little. You hear something happen, and you're like, nice ghosts.
I want to see. I want to see if we can pull up the video really quick. Hold on. Let me go and see what. I just want them to see like the last few minutes
of that hunt.
Yeah, of the last one, the most recent one.
Got it.
I'm gonna find the time code for you.
Man, gosh, that alien conversation was so good earlier. I fucking love having a good alien conversation. It's the greatest. I love aliens. Mark me down for adopting aliens. If we're able to adopt them, I want 2 of them.
You can go to
tomorrow.
3744, George, on the latest video.
Copy that, Ranger.
She got so scared she quit, which is true. We had a lady quit. But it was a lot of fun. I mean, we're planning. We have people wanting to do it November, December, more so December, kind of where we're going to push them to. But yeah, if you guys already haven't seen it, please go check those videos out. But here, let's play him a little bit of this.
When we used to bring in all this stuff, the Nancy was
You can
the
full
moon.
screen
That's
this.
what we called her, and she would get tons of activity from Mikey.
Is she the one that passed away?
No,
Okay.
she's still alive.
Okay. She's just not here
Yes,
today.
Mari.
I'm real
remember.
close friends with Moon. You can talk to me.
Hey, this is out of focus.
Yeah, it's been doing that.
Okay, now it's back.
Yeah. Sometimes the camera will go out of focus and something may have walked in front of it that
Right.
we may not see.
Right. When I pointed at Jacob. What's that?
Yeah.
What is that?
Got. What do you have? What you got?
Are you by the window?
It's tapping.
Stop. Stop.
No, it's still going. What do you have?
What is that?
Jacob, is that a sound you normally hear?
I don't know.
What is that?
Oh, the door's creaking open.
No.
What?
No, the drawer is creaked open.
Is it? What's in there? Oh, and
Oh.
this blinked.
This blinked.
Jesus fuck.
The REM pod blinked.
REM pod.
And this is going now.
The REM pod blinked.
That one's going too. Cool.
What?
Typical.
Typical me?
That table's looking.
It stopped.
So that's just the ending of that one. You checked to see how far away it was from Vegas, and it was 50 minutes or 50 miles. Also, when you were here, Amy, they had the Fallout event going on. You would have not been able to get in. It was a 2-hour wait to get into the Pioneer. They have the Fallout event once every year. Yeah, it's a little bit of a drive. It's on the way back to California. It's in Jean. But it's the energy in there is so cool. If you are into the paranormal, I think you should go and experience the Pioneer. I've had stuff happen at the bar just sitting there before we even started. Like one night we were sitting there, and you know the little soda gun?
Mm-hmm.
So they have it in like a rubber, almost like a holster. And it just, we're hella lagging. And it just like popped out.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Why are we lagging so much?
I have no clue.
It might be because you're doing Google Earth.
Is Google Earth really take up that much fucking
It might.
power?
Amy, yeah. So if you played Fallout New Vegas, the Pioneer Saloon is where you start in the game. Good Springs is where you start. And they went there and they modeled it after Good Springs. And some of the employees there are characters in the game.
Yeah.
Next year is going to be 15 years, though, of Fallout New Vegas.
15?
Yeah.
Julius hit me up about it. Julius, another...
Yeah, he hit me up about it. When? Like 2 years ago?
No, just recently.
Oh.
He's like, are you going to...
Yeah, I don't want to go anymore.
I can't. I can't. I've never played the game.
You should play it. It's fun.
Aliens?
So yeah, Mari sent some videos in Discord.
Yeah, I was looking. Which channel?
It's in the Calls from Beyond.
Okay.
And then there should be hold on, I can tell you. In the Oh no, she sent it to me. So if you press the top one, direct messages, top left. Mari's at the top.
Here?
No, yeah, Mari. Yep, those two videos.
Got it.
Y'all, I'm by the pyramids, and this is one of the biggest mysteries in the entire world. There are over 2 million blocks here, and it took 100,000 men 20 years to build it. That's about 3 minutes per block, and look at how big it is. When they tried to recreate this in modern times, as soon as they started, they stopped because they said it would take 200 years to build it. There is scientifically proved magic to these pyramids. Anything that goes inside does not decay, and they tested this with multiple things like a raisin. Things will dry up, but they never decay in there.
But a raisin's already dried
Many
up.
of like the major scientists and revolutionary people who like made electricity and things like that, they studied the Great Pyramids. Till this day, they don't know what the pyramids were used for exactly because it's far too complicated to just be a tomb.
Keep on playing, George. I gotta run to the
Also, the
bathroom.
very tip of the pyramid had something called, he told us it's called ultram, which is a mix of gold and silver. To this day, we cannot successfully mix gold and silver together. And it was supposed to reflect the sun like beautifully. This is insane. Also, there are voids in the pyramid that can hold up to a Boeing, I think 767, 300 passenger plane. And there are multiple voids in there, and they've been studying for over 25 years to be able to get into those rooms, because if they knock down the wrong wall, the whole thing could fall. So many aspects of this is inhumanly perfect. Like some part of the distance is the exact distance between the earth and the sun. Something, if you go around the entire thing or something, it's the exact speed of light. When you go inside, the speed of sound travels 3 times faster. Like, this is like, wow.
Yeah, wow is 100% correct. The pyramids are definitely something that we got to get worked out when this UAP UFO hearing thing gets really serious, and it makes us want to engage more, because finding the answer to the pyramids can find us a lot more answers about humanity as a whole. I think it could help understand aliens better. And that, my friends, is what's up. Okay? We got to figure. I've never been to the pyramids. If you've been to the pyramids, please call in. I need somebody who has been to Egypt to call in. The number has been scrolling all night. We're waiting for a caller. And I know we're free form. We're testing out this theory tonight. But if you've been to Egypt, I need you to call in right now. I lost everything on the screen. So if you saw me panic for a second, I was like, where did everything go? Austin's going to fire me. If you've been to Egypt, holla at your boy. I need to be on the phone with somebody that's been to Egypt, that's seen the pyramids, that can validate their greatness. And yeah, I'm not even going to lie. When I saw that video just now, they look a lot bigger than I remember. And that's what she said. Mari, shout out to you for sending that video. I'm going to play the second one now. As I wait for the person that's been to Egypt in this chat. Come on now. Out of 48 people, somebody's got to have been to Egypt. I hope. Call in. All right. Next pyramid video.
Hi guys, yesterday I was literally just so excited and nerding out. I was just trying to regurgitate everything that the Egyptologist was telling us. And a lot of y'all was acting like I was making this up and that I was lying, so I got something for you. So I have the Egyptologist here. This is Mustafa.
Hello.
He's been studying, he's studied for 4 years, and he's going to correct, expand, and answer any random claims. So let's start. First, I said there were 2 million blocks in the pyramids and that it was done by 100,000 men and it took about 20 years to build, which is about 3 minutes each. Mustafa?
Exactly. Firstly, the 4 years study, that was 18 years ago.
Okay.
And we have to renew the study every 4 years to renew the license.
Yes.
The number of blocks is 2.3 million, built in 20 years, and we're super sure because of a papyrus roll that was found in the tomb of the supervisor of the workers, and it mentioned every man worked only 4 months per year, swapped with others. So there were 3 groups for 3 seasons only back in the day: flood, plantation, and harvesting. So that means 33,000 people worked at a time, swapped with other groups, and that number 2.3 million blocks of stones divided by 20 years, that would make it every 3 minutes and a half a block to be cut, shaped, moved, and built. Keeping in mind it's all connected together without anything between, like a cedar wood joint or cement or anything, just a jigsaw technique. This is the first block. The second needs to be cut perfectly to fit in it. And that's what they use nowadays in Japan for anti-earthquake buildings. And that's why in 1992, when we had the big earthquake in Egypt, lots of modern buildings collapsed, but none of the pharaonic.
Period. The next thing I said was that when they tried to recreate it, they stopped because they said it.
Mari, I'm going to keep coming back to this. This is a really good one. So I paused it there because that breaks down how the fuck we're going to recreate this bitch. All right. 33,000 people working, and they shifted every 3 months. All right. 33,000 people is like a small town. Let's put that into perspective. There's billions of people on this planet. If we're going to recreate the pyramids in an effective way using, what we would imagine they used up to this point, right? She already listed there's certain shit that we can't do. We can't mix gold and silver. Very interesting. I don't know. I feel like that might be capitalism. I feel like we definitely know how to do that. Maybe not. Who knows? 33,000 people. I say we can comfortably get. All right. Let's. Dinette, can I use you as a calculator right now? Yes. Can you? Let's say 50,000 people, and let's just do 50,000 people. Minimum wage $20. So like if we had 50,000 people. And they worked 10 hours a week. How many hours worked is that?
What do you mean, like all together?
Yeah, it's like that'll be close to like 50 million or something. 50,000 people.
10 million.
10 million. Okay. 10 million hours worked. All right, I don't know where I'm trying to go with this. This is definitely more difficult than I thought, but I'm not going to let this stump me. We just pay them something. We pay them minimum wage. It's God's work. We're trying to communicate with aliens here. It's not an easy task to do. So we get 50,000 steady workers that we can pay a good rate to be able to build the pyramid. So I think we've established the amount of people that we need to do to expedite the process. And they said, by the way, they found a scroll in there, and something tells me, and I'll never be able to figure this out. This is like understanding where we came from as humans in our existence, is how are we able to interpret images and words that were written thousands of years ago? Explain that to me. Like, you explain to me like how we're decrypting this scroll that we found in the pyramids to know that it was 20 years. It's like, how do you know that? It could have been 2000. But I need to, I guess, find the answer to that. Maybe the answer is in the rest of this video. Austin just came back, so we're going to get him up to snuff. Austin, we're going to get 50,000 workers. They use 33,000 workers in seasons.
Yeah, I saw that much.
Okay. All right. Well, then you're pretty much up to snuff. We are going to...
Also, she miscredited him. She said 4 years, but it's really 18 because he did it 18 years ago, and every 4 years he has to renew.
That is very true. Here we go. Back to the video.
It would take 200 years to do it.
True, that was done by the American expedition in Egypt. They wanted to build a similar pyramid, much smaller scale, but the same technique of a jigsaw, just to see how long it would take to cut, move, and connect the blocks together. And they stopped before they really go into it because they said it would take 200 years instead of 20.
The Rosetta Stone.
And now, what do you have to say for the people that say that we could make the pyramids exactly as they are in modern times today?
Firstly, no one on Earth knows how the Great Pyramid, especially Great Pyramid, was built.
So then how are you
All
telling
the
us?
voids inside, we think other pyramids, if it's a solid one, it's doable, or you can build it by a spiral ramp. But for the Great Pyramid with all the voids inside, if you start from inner side to outer side, very hard to control.
Thank you, TikTok.
Passages. Outside to inside, very hard to control one angle.
I'm so glad he's here because y'all not.
Well, it's not because even him explaining it to us as an expert, like, he has no clue. And I know you said the Rosetta Stone. I'm glad you said the Rosetta Stone.
Eric's said that. I don't even know what the Rosetta Stone is besides the learning software.
And I know this is gonna like just upset you, Eric's, but like I go as deep as who interprets the Rosetta Stone. You know, like at some point in time,
Let's see. Who
there is
interprets?
They are like, I need to understand how you came to the conclusions of what those certain things meant.
Jean-Francois Champollion.
Okay.
Announced that he had deciphered the stone in 1822. Motherfucker was just making shit up.
1822?
He was trying to get laid, and he was like, hey, yo, I found out the Rosetta Stone.
Bro. Buddy was trying to hit. He said, you know what, homegirl? You trying to go out tonight? I got this stone that I can interpret.
I got this stone.
And she was like,
wow. I love a smart man.
You're so cool. Bro, 18. All right. The Rosetta Stone.
1822.
Okay. And the Rosetta Stone is how we understand what was on that, the papyrus scroll?
Papyrus.
Papyrus?
George sound real southern. What was on that papyrus scroll?
What was on that papyrus scroll, son?
What they got open there?
What they got on the scroll? Who's interpreting the scroll? Are we really... You get where I'm coming from?
The thing is like you can't believe anything, but also you should also believe in something.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like we have a firm grasp of a lot, and there's very few things that are undetermined.
Yeah.
And so why not recreate this? Somebody will do
because
it in
why
our lifetime.
though? Like what's I could just build a Minecraft server instead, and it would be cooler.
I think it's leaving a physical legacy on.
Well, that's what that monolith is that keeps popping up randomly.
The one that pops up in like the deserts.
Yeah.
Explained or unexplained? Because I feel like I've seen people say like this is somebody just dropping it off. Okay.
Been explained. No, the origin of the mysterious monolith that appeared in Utah in 2020 and subsequent similar structures that appeared around the world has not been definitively explained. While many suspect it was a work of art, the creators have never come forward, and the installation remains a mystery, with speculation ranging from an elaborate prank to alien origins. Aliens. You got to do that face.
He did it. He did it.
That femme voice too good with femme voice. What voice did I do too good?
The monolith. I mean, this is
I remember now.
super simple, but it's yeah. The voids inside the pyramid.
Yeah, the tunnels and the caverns and stuff. Yeah, that's a little. But also, how the fuck do we get bridges to stand?
When they built the Luxor, like, do you think like they went to the like pyramids and they were like,
definitely,
this is the best effort we got?
Well, because
Here we
the
go.
actual pyramids are just stone stacked, so there's like ridges. The Luxor here is just flat.
Yeah. Well, I think for obvious reasons. But how cool would it be to have a pyramid and a real pyramid hotel on the Strip?
Haunted and everything.
Well, now if you built it on the Luxor, it would for sure be haunted. That place is a portal.
That place is a portal. Most
place
of the
is a portal.
casinos on the Strip are pretty bad.
Did you see that Theo Vaughn clip that Theo Vaughn was on Joe Rogan and I like put it on my story and I said couldn't be more accurate. It was them talking about private prisons.
Oh yeah, and they said, "Have you ever been to the Excalibur?" He's like, "The Excalibur is a private prison."
He's like, "Man, that Excalibur is a private prison." Circus.
As I work there, they're going to demolish it finally because they.
Is it been announced?
I think so. Yeah. When I worked there, the fix for everything was duct tape. That mofo.
I have so many memories.
I had this. I might have asbestos in my lungs from that place because I had to sign a waiver when I worked there.
About asbestos?
Mm-hmm. Especially in the Midway where I worked, where that place has some dark energy, and like the back rooms, like where we keep all the stuffed animals.
That shit's spooky.
You're in there by yourself. Like I remember towards the end of my time there, I was doing a lot of stocking. Like, okay, I'm going to take these boxes to this game, these boxes to this game, anything to not have to deal with people. I would sign up for. So I was doing that, and I remember like you'd be in there and you'd feel like somebody was watching you.
It's like all those little toys.
But not even that.
Little
like you feel like there's
faces.
a person. You're like, there's somebody
right here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an icky feeling, man.
It's very icky, especially when like you can't explain it and you're like, what do I do?
So I'm assuming nobody's been to Egypt since we had nobody call in. I was trying to get a caller to tell us
what it's like.
What the heck is it like to be in Egypt?
Very hot, I'm assuming.
Well,
it's probably like here.
Yeah. It's a desert. It wasn't a desert back then.
No, apparently it was like lush and green, and they probably had like capitalism and markets and
possibly. Probably.
Most definitely probably.
Do you want to go back to that video at all? I mean, it was like a long video.
No, I saw most of it, yeah. From the pooper.
Dude. Yeah.
Mari said, unfortunately, I have barely left Michigan.
Well, Mari,
you've never experienced Roberto's Taco Shop then, and I feel sorry for you. That's on the Alien World Tour.
Facts.
And you have to let them have the shits. It's a canon event. You have to. They have to get the shits.
If you don't, then like, did you
carne
really
asada fries?
Did you really have Roberto's
horchata? And then you have to give them like a
quesadilla, the greasiest quesadilla you've ever had.
Like a whole pallet of just those like jalapeno carrots. Yeah, you gotta give them just tell them to eat that first. And they're sitting there, assuming they eat. They might not even eat.
We're talking about the aliens.
Yeah, they might not even eat. We do not subscribe to your way of living.
Hey, Flintstone vitamins?
Watch them be like, this is a coveted god. They worship it. That would be funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think with AI, we could morph whatever we need now to like have the aliens like us in some regard.
Definitely.
It's our coolest new toy.
Yeah.
AI would come up before a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, do you think AI is before nuke in level of importance of like what we need to talk about with the aliens? We're like,
they probably already understand it. They probably go, oh, here's the code you need to give it so it doesn't take over.
That would be actually very helpful.
Somebody just commented, need aliens to try that Baja Blast and McDonald's Sprite.
Oh my God.
No. I'll do you one better. They give a Popeye's biscuit no drink.
Oh, wow.
You might kill them.
Yeah, you can't do that to a poor alien. Yeah, dude, I could barely handle that.
Dude, okay, so
McDonald's
going
Sprite?
back to my music days. The band I was in, we ended up kicking out our singer, and our bass player was taking over singing duties because she was actually, trained to sing and everything. And so they're like, Austin, you have to do backing vocals. And I was like, I play guitar for a reason. But I did backing vocals. I actually had like a whole verse I sang by myself. I don't remember any of it because we quickly threw it out. But I remember before that show, we went to Popeyes.
Oh,
and I had a biscuit, and I'm sitting there on stage like,
I got nothing left in me, coach.
Well, I was like, I could sing, but it's like, hey! And so I had to drink so much water.
Sounds like a Popeye's biscuit.
Yeah.
I've tried to put a Popeye's biscuit in water before.
Good night, this guy.
And the Popeye's biscuit drank all the water, and it was still hard. That's how dry those biscuits are.
Just soaked it up, and then it was like, more, please. It was like SpongeBob when he has no water. Water.
Dude, Popeye's biscuits don't even come frozen. They just come in like a tumbleweed of like biscuit, and it just like rips off, and they heat it up.
They're so good though, especially if you dip it in like the mashed potatoes and gravy. Big back time. It's big back time.
Big back time. All right, big back time. What is everybody eating tonight in the chat?
I'm probably not having Taco Bell because I had good pie before coming over, which George and I had last week, which we liked. I had white sauce pizza again.
It was very delicious.
It was very good.
I'm a big pizza guy. There was, oh my gosh. There was a pizza and chicken fingers that cost a person $700 or $650 this past weekend.
Why?
Because they were at a UNLV football game in a box suite.
Well, why are you going to a UNLV game?
But they literally got a large pizza and like 20 chicken fingers for $650.
They're not even that good.
No.
You're telling me Allegiant Stadium is making good food? No, it's the Raiders Stadium.
It's so bad.
Beef, kielbasa, and homemade scallop. I love scallop potato. I don't know what kielbasa is.
Kielbasa. I always say it to Cameron whenever we have kielbasa.
Shaman said throw Popeye's biscuits in the ocean during oil spills. Why didn't we tell BP Oil? Why didn't we tell BP Oil? I'm pinning that comment.
Comment of the fucking
I'm
night.
Pinning that.
Huge
The Sky also had pizza. That's what's up. Christy says I need to bake a cake or brownies. My twins don't like chocolate though. Round eye steak, potatoes, and green bean. Italian pizza. Okay. All right. We eating good?
Eating good in the neighborhood, dude. I love it. I love it.
Home Depot song. Blackened chicken Alfredo with garlic bread. And then kale said kielbasa is sausage. Why do you have to call it kielbasa? Why can't we just say like having sausage and mashed potatoes?
Sweet hot Italian sausage. How about a chicken kielbasa? Yeah. That's TikTok somewhere.
That's TikTok. This is the most unhinged episode yet, but I like it.
You gotta just
And we were on topic too. I mean, we're talking about the aliens, we're talking about the pyramids, how spiritual they can be.
We went big back. I thought we committed to it, and I don't know.
We can still be committed to it.
I saw kielbasa.
Kielbasa.
So I had to say something. I want to know what people are eating tonight. Give me some ideas.
Oh, and then E in the TikTok said sausage.
Yeah.
Shout out to all our TikTok people. Shout out to everybody.
Sausage or bacon?
Ramen. Is that what you had tonight, or is that what you're gonna have? Yeah. Have you had yakisoba? Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. What type of ramen? Like cup of noodles?
Didn't I pay you now? We ain't gotta live like this no more.
Just a cup of noodles?
And whatever else is in the pantry, bro.
And what? And
Are you at mom or dad? There's plenty there. What are you gonna just?
Okay.
She probably made rice. Like the rice is so good. I get it. You're probably sick of it though.
Wait, are you like rice from a rice cooker?
No, she
Like
makes that shit.
Like on the pan?
Yeah,
Or in
and
the
it's
pot?
red rice. Bro, every time my big back ass goes over there, you want more?
Wow. Do you ever feel like it's like a Hansel and Gretel type situation?
No.
Like one day the door's just gonna be locked. It's like you've had your final meal, and then she eats you.
That'd be cool.
Isn't
Mari
that how that
said
goes?
keel bussin'.
Yeah, Gil bussin' it down.
This guy said, side note, George's gorge. Oh, gorgeous. Dude, I'm not as bald as you. I have to shave. I forgot to shave this morning. It's
You got
coming
it,
in.
bro.
It's growing faster now. Like,
Yeah, this was yesterday.
like I shaved right before we went to Disney, and it's already like back. And I'm like, bro,
I kind of like it. I call it like I'm like a little peach.
peach.
I just got a nice little fuzz to me, and I'm just like a little peach.
Yeah.
Really digging the way this light is hitting me today.
Yeah, you look way better than I do.
I thought it was going to be like a spotlight situation.
And it was going to reflect.
Yeah, I mean, because that's like a big balloon light.
Imagine it just goes down. It just break the studio.
Oh, no.
Speaking of, the new studio is almost done. Just got a text.
Huge.
Where is the text? From our associate. Hey guys, happy to report everything should be delivered next week to finish the podcast studio. And we can start booking shows starting December 1st. So I think December Calls from Beyond moves to the new studio.
Talk about a Christmas gift to ourselves.
I agree.
It's going to be a nice little bump, little upgrade, and
probably some hiccups, but that's okay.
I mean, yeah. It's a new place.
It's a new place, but it looks nice. It looks cool.
Austin's been putting a lot of hard work and love into it. W's in the chat for Austin, doing the Lord's work. He's doing a lot. He's been doing a lot, people. If you don't follow him on Instagram, what are you doing? Up and coming superstar. 30 under 30 people.
Mari said you might be able to communicate with the aliens if it gets too bright.
What gets too bright?
The lights.
Oh my gosh. You want to test it out?
This is already blast. Oh, you don't have. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's bright as.
Talk to me, aliens! Talk to me! All right.
What is this stream even turning into?
That's the clip for you.
That's the clip. You guys are going to see that on TikTok later. And it's still too bright. It's still even hella bright.
Shit was beaming. Beaming down on me.
I can see the sizzling on his forehead. All right, so going back to the poll, 39 votes with 90% said yes, you would come to Vegas and see a live in-person version of Calls from Beyond next year. It's good to know.
That is.
We're going to start planning it. We definitely want to do it, especially after Noah was a part of Kaya's event. It was really cool. And I think this would be really cool live. Now, add on and just type yes. If you aren't able to go, if you aren't able to go to Vegas, would you be interested in a pay-per-view version of the live stream? So you would see it live as it's happening, just like everybody else. Probably be like a $10 thing. And it'd probably be like a members-only kind of thing where we would just open up a tier for that event. You pay it just one time, or maybe we can just have a link.
Yeah. Something I've seen it done before.
Yeah.
We will.
Would you guys be interested in that if you couldn't come? Still wanting to see a bonus show or the live show on YouTube or on video, I guess, live as we're doing it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Virtual tickets?
Thinking we have to befriend somebody that's in the CIA that can
Why the CIA?
fill us in on like more alien stuff. I don't know. We have an alien segment.
KL, no need to apologize. It was great seeing you. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy that kielbasa.
Enjoy the kielbasa. That's good.
The Sky said that would be nice. Katrina said, heck yes.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Beat me up, Scotty. George was going up to the mothership.
Facts. I would love to have a dream about aliens tonight. Speaking into existence.
Appreciate that, KL. Really does help. We're only probably going to be live for another 10, 15 minutes or so. Going to start slowly wrapping up the stream here. But, yeah. So, I mean, aliens in the ocean.
That's where they're chilling.
Do with that information what you will.
That's where they've been existing forever.
Pyramids were built in 20 years, apparently. That still blows my fucking mind. Like 20 years?
It's not accurate. Can't be. He like quickly brushed over there. Yeah, it was in a scroll that we found inside. It said 20 years. Cool. All right, we're going to move past it.
Matthew asked what happened to the Black Cauldron. She is at home. She's feeling under the weather. She'll be back next week. Cameron said it. Cameron, what do you mean by it? Are you talking about the George looks like it? Yeah, I agree.
Still have never seen that movie.
Everybody, W's in chat for Cameron for putting up with all the witchy girlfriends George has to like swing a bat at from the show. Get away. Ha.
Yeah. Honestly, it's taken up so much of my time lately, Austin. I was thinking about also not showing up.
Mari's comment, her most recent one, she said, W, also, I'm late, but W awesome because you do a lot and still find time to play Black Ops 6 with me.
That's so fucking hilarious.
I showed George, okay,
Call
Mari,
his ass out.
I showed George my highlights from last night. I said on a members only video, I was retiring from gaming.
Bro, get into a game with me tonight. I'm going to blow your mind.
What do you play? Because I really just want to play Team Deathmatch.
I don't give whatever you want to play. Whatever you want to play. My finger hurts. I've been meaning to say this right here.
Oh, me too.
Bro, it's like sore. Like
well,
it warms up.
Hey, pistols are in right now on Call of Duty. Okay, I haven't played Black Ops since 1. Okay, I legit haven't played Black Ops since 1, and now I'm on 6. I played a little bit of 4. Okay, played a little bit of 4. Mari is cracked. Mari has great call-outs, by the way, too. Great call-outs. We were playing Search and Destroy last night, and my friends were like, damn, bro, she has great call-outs. But pistols are in.
I'm game with it.
Should I like...
Austin, no.
Should we play my cracked clips?
It's not. Like, I love you.
I think it's cool.
I thought it was a good clip, but it's not like a... This is the coolest clip in the world. You know, like,
it's a Call of Duty clip. There's no way it's going to be the coolest clip in the world.
Yeah, well, there's a way to get like a 7-piece. You got to trip. You got a triple kill with a pistol. It's impressive.
I was player of the match.
Must have not been a lot of good plays.
Oh, let's play Roblox Zombie Uprising or Natural.
Wait, hold on.
I played Natural Disaster Survival. That one's okay.
Was that Search and Destroy?
No, that was Team Deathmatch.
Okay, if it was Search and Destroy, I would be like, all right, you're cracked.
I cleaned
cracked,
up. I
bro.
cleaned up. I was like, It was like 5v1.
Of course.
Or 3v1, and I just took them all out.
I would give you your flowers. It was TDM.
But it's a pistol, though. And it's the beginning pistol at that.
Comment down below if you think a triple kill should have been a play of the game or...
A triple kill with a pistol.
All right.
With a pistol, I think we should play it. I think it's just fun. I think we should.
Now you got to play the clip.
Now
We
I gotta
talked
play the
about
clip. Let
it
me see
so
if I can
much.
download
This
it
is
and-
just fucking stupid. This is what happens when you let the children run the ship. Really, that's exactly what happens.
We're so stupid. We're gonna play this on the.
Maybe it sends us out, Austin.
Maybe. I think it sends us out. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show.
It sends us out on a high note.
Hit me if you want to play Call of Duty with us. Join the Discord.
Yes,
we'll play Black Ops with you.
That is actually as
members
a matter of
first.
Fact,
can't look. Oh, okay, hold on. I think I have to send it to Mari on Discord, and then you can just play it through Discord.
There's my gamer tag, people. At Captain Jarge. Add it.
I'll put mine. I sent it to Mari, so you should be able to see it in Discord.
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Shout out Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Please sponsor us. Please check out George's shows, Veterans Minimum, Pin and Pull Podcast. He's got some crazy stuff going on. Check out Truly Bizarre. Go see the paranormal series I'm putting out right now. This week we have the episode with Noah coming out this Friday, 6 a.m. If you're a member on the Truly Bizarre channel, you'll get it early. And stay tuned on Noah's channel. We're going to be posting at some point the live video from Friday that she did with Real Kaya from their event. So check it out. But all right, let's take us out with this fucking clean ass triple kill I got on Call of Duty. This is a paranormal show. This is paranormal.
Engaging shooter. They outsmarted us. Let's get the hell out of here.
That's me, baby. That's me. With a pistol. Look at that. I'm not even using the primary.
Why are you running?
Watch your profanity. Hit the turn on him. Hit the turn on him. Good night, everybody.
Oh, hell no!
That clip was so... I can't let you leave, bro. That clip was average as fuck, dude. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to play it
and
again.
Noah comes in right as we're playing the COD clip.
I'm going to... No, Noah, this is... We've done other things this stream. I got to play one more time. I got to play one more time. Bye, people.
This is not average.
Marksman track removed.